Hello there. A key part of my role as Chief Executive of the Build charity is to plan, deliver and evaluate. And the end of a calendar year is a great opportunity to do all three on the same day. We've recently published our annual report, which is available to the public through the Charity Commission and Companies House, but you can also find it on the impact section of our website, www.buildcharity.co.uk. But outside of that annual report, here are some of the key headlines that we're sharing with you today. Over the course of that year, we've hosted 300 social, leisure and learning community-based opportunities offered to anyone with any disability aged 18 or over in Norfolk. We've done that through over 2,500 individual engagements with our gold and silver members, plus an average of 250 people each month attending our fuse parties in Norwich and Kings Lynn. We've done that with over 800 individual engagements by our team of around 75 active volunteers. That doesn't include those involved in governance roles. We've managed that with fantastic and committed contributions from our employed staff, a team of only 4 individuals, but all of whom are working well beyond the hours that we pay them for. We managed to do that and do fundraising of around £144,000 from grants, events and personal donations, and those fees that are paid by our members. We spent £153,000 delivering our services. Now, if you average that out, each activity that we delivered cost us just under £535 to organise and host. That's equivalent to £56 per person taking part. Yet we only charged and passed on around £10 of that amount to the people taking part. We do that partly because we want to respond to the national research by the charity Scope, which suggests that each UK household containing one person with disabilities has to find an additional £1,010 per month compared to a household without somebody with disabilities living in it. It's always been my aim to try and bridge the gap between what I call the disability premium and what most people would pay to access the same service within our communities. It is, however, getting harder and harder to do that. So 2024 has seen us do some great things. The Getaways programme of days out, short breaks and holidays has seen our members visiting Windsor Castle, a camping weekend in North Norfolk, a day's sailing and canoeing on the Norfolk Broads, a visit to the tour of the TV set of Coronation Street, summer and Christmas shows on Cromer Pier, and a Christmas lunch on a Peak District canal boat. Our Wednesday club has seen new leadership and new ideas from Rebecca, with visits from firefighters, lifeboat crew and a Norwich City legend, as well as discos, cookery classes, litter picks and stargazing, all making the most of our base at the Clare School in Norwich. The Community Opportunities programme has seen us visiting 24 pubs and restaurants through their ever popular Sunday lunch clubs and weekday supper clubs. That's on top of the 2 sessions per month at the gym, a monthly weekend walkabout, 3 sessions a month of 10-pin bowling in Norwich and Dereham, a monthly grow and go session at our allotment, as well as trips to cinemas in Norwich and Dereham, our crafternoon sessions, and of course the very popular Fuse nightclub parties in Norwich and Kings Lynn. Skills for Life saw monthly workshops on a range of skills to aid independent living, as well as address self-care, mental and physical well-being, independent travel, and even the skills to survive Christmas. None of this would have been possible without the time, care and dedication of our brilliant and much appreciated team of volunteers. We're bucking the local and national trend by seeing this team grow by 30% over the last year because we offer flexible and varied opportunities. We have turnover, of course, but we're constantly retaining between 70 and 80 volunteers each year. To them, we say a huge thank you. They outnumber our paid staff by 20 to 1, and without them, we couldn't deliver anything. Each year I produce a show reel, and that's premiered at our annual Christmas Reflections, and it's released to the public on New Year's Eve. It shows in pictures some of the memories and the faces of the people that we've supported during the last year. If you'd like to have a look at that, please go to the impact section of the Build Charity website. Now, every new year brings with it new hopes, new challenges and new opportunities. As we approach our 58th birthday in January 2025, here are some of the things that we might expect. We hope that we can raise sufficient funding during 2025 to meet the rising costs of running the charity, as we see the cost of engagement increasing everywhere. Whether that's the increased cost of employment through the rise in the real living wage and increases in the employer's national insurance contributions, or the increased cost of funding our support teams so that our members are able to attend activities, as understandably the restaurants and the attractions that we use having to increase their prices to keep their own businesses viable. In my 28 years in a professional role leading charities, I've learned that there are only 3 ways to deliver that hope. Raise more money through grants, donations and fundraising activity. Increase what we charge to people that use those services, or reduce our costs by cutting our services. My hope for 2025 is that we can avoid the third one, but I suspect that we will need to adopt a combination of all 3. We will be challenged by time and money. Time to fit everything into a weekly programme that people want to do and to give them the choices to make, and challenged by finding the money in their pockets and ours to subsidise the cost so that everyone can access a safe, quality experience of their choosing. The opportunities are many, and over the coming weeks leading up to our birthday celebrations, we'll be sharing ways in which our members, our volunteers, our staff and our supporters can become diamond donors in a new appeal being launched ahead of our 60th birthday in 2027. We will also be sharing opportunities for volunteers who choose not to claim travel and activity expenses, how to boost that value by turning that kindness into a tax advantage and cash for the Build charity. We will also be looking at how we can boost the value of volunteering by developing a new volunteering reward and recognition package. And away from the financial side, we have the opportunity to start planning for some new activities from April 2025, and a restructure and a resting of some of our current programmes to accommodate them. We will be looking for programmes that have the same outcomes of putting smiles on faces and increasing confidence, independence and reducing the inequalities of opportunity for people with disabilities within our communities. So as one year ends and another comes over the horizon, we must retain and recharge the hope that has sustained this charity since 1967. That first we can help ourselves, and then we can attract the help of others to continue to deliver the social, leisure and learning services to anyone with any disability aged 18 or over in Norfolk. We must face up to the challenges of time and money and be realistic and honest about what we can and cannot do. And we must embrace the opportunities to try new things in new ways with new people. My heartfelt thanks to all of you who have supported me and my teams in 2024 to try and do our best to do the best for our members and volunteers. I wish you and those you care for much health and happiness for 2025. Thank you.